Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormus back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video. It's actually going to be a new series starting on the channel. This has been something I've been doing on TikTok for almost 2 months now, actually. So feel free to go take a look at my TikTok. It's in my description in my link tree, and yeah, you guys can see those videos and see whatever else I'm posting on my TikTok. But I'm going to be ranking every movie and TV show that I watched this past week. I think this is going to be a fun new series that I can do on the YouTube as well, because again, this channel is just struggling for content and I still want to upload content for you guys. So unfortunately, I'm just not buying enough pops or comics or nerd stuff like that anyways. So, you know, I figured this is something interesting that could go on the channel. These videos are going to be a little bit longer than the TikTok ones. Of course, I try to keep the TikTok ones under 3 minutes, but to be fair, I could always just copy and paste and upload it onto this channel. But with that being said, I do want to showcase my list. So I think we have 8 TVs and movies from this past week that I watched. Yeah, so yeah, just you know, just a pure disclaimer, I guess. I rank these movies and TV shows based on my enjoyment of the movie and TV show. It has nothing to do with whether I think it's a good or bad show. This is purely subjective, I believe is the right word. It's purely my opinion, just based on how much I enjoy them. So yeah, in last place, my least favorite watch of the week was She-Hulk, which I ranked a 37 out of 100. The show is fucking horrible. It's so bad. I don't like the show at all. I think there were 3 good episodes. Episode 4 with Donnie Blaze and Wong. Episode 8 and 9. Yeah. Episode 8 because of Daredevil, obviously. And the Frogman, was that his name? Was actually funny. And then episode 9, I like the finale. But yeah, I just don't think this is a good show. Obviously, I haven't been ranking it since it started. But yeah, I was really excited for Abomination in this. Didn't really care for it. So yeah, moving on. We got another MCU entry. We've got the Eternals. So I'm kind of rewatching some of Phase 4 right now to get ready, because of course Wakanda Forever is not far away, and you know, I'm gonna make sure I have my rankings for you guys. So yeah, up next is the Eternals, a huge jump up to an 83 out of 100. Last time I had watched this, I actually ranked it a 79 out of 100, but I do think it is a underrated movie in the MCU, and I think it's underrated in Phase 4 as well. That's just my opinion. But moving on to Thor Love and Thunder, I ranked an 84 out of 100. I do enjoy this movie. It's pretty much neck and neck with Thor 1. Obviously, Dark World is the worst. But yeah, this is a pretty... I still think this is a slightly great movie. There's some really redeemable scenes in it, and there's some really fucking cringy shit in it. But overall, it's still an enjoyable watch, in my opinion. It's not going to be one I'm going to be revisiting all that much, I'm sure. But with that being said, we'll move on to, you know, these ones are a little more top tier. So moving on to A Quiet Place Part 2, which I ranked a 90 out of 100. I fucking love this movie. I love the Quiet Place duology so far. And of course, it will be a trilogy in a couple of years, which I'm very excited for. John Krasinski is an incredible director, and I absolutely love this movie. I think the first one's scarier and much more of a thrilling experience, I would say. I was absolutely locked with the first one. I wasn't as locked with the second one. I've seen the movies before, only once before, but it's been a couple of years. So, well, a couple of years for the first one, and then obviously the second one only came out last year, I believe. So, still an amazing movie in my opinion. But moving on to another MCU entry for this week, I've got Spider-Man No Way Home, which I ranked a 91 out of 100. I do think this is an amazing movie. Every single time I watch this movie, I cry. Whether it's Aunt May's death or Andrew Garfield saving MJ, it's sad and it hurts. But I do love this movie. I think it's a bit way too overrated. I think it's way too overrated. But yeah, moving on, these top 3 are fucking fantastic. So at number 3, we have A Quiet Place Part 1, or the first one, which I ranked a 96 out of 100. I think this is an absolutely top-tier, amazing movie. It's one of my favorite horror movies, and it's fantastic. I I really, really love this movie. And again, I think it's absolutely incredible. I think it's better than the first by quite a decent I think it's better than the second one, sorry, by quite a decent amount. And yeah, so moving on to number 2, we have Miracle, which is a 99 out of 100 for me. I think this is a perfect movie, really. Obviously, I didn't give it the 100 out of 100 because I haven't revisited it enough to really make sure that I want it at a 100 out of 100 out of 100, but I do think it is a perfect movie, and I absolutely love it. And comparing it to what my number 1 is this week, which is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which is a 100 out of 100, one of my favorite MCU movies, one of my favorite comic book movies. Yeah, I mean, I think it is just slightly better, in my opinion. But with that being said, that's the list for this week, guys. Again, if you guys want to see a much more concise version of this, it'll be on my TikTok, so definitely go and take a look at that. But thank you guys all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this new series. And again, I'm going to try to do this every Monday for you guys. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.